హాయ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, దిస్ ఇస్ శ్రీనివాస్. మీరు చూస్తున్నారు కేబీ టెలివిజన్. వెల్కమ్ టు ఈ క్లాసెస్. మ్యాథమెటిక్స్లో చక్కని మార్కులు సాధిస్తే దాని ప్రభావం కేవలం ఇంటర్ మార్కులపైనే కాదు, ఎంసెట్, ఐఐటి లాంటి ఏ ఎంట్రన్స్ రాసినా కనిపిస్తుంది. అందుకే మ్యాథ్స్ పై విద్యార్థుల ఫోకస్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. మ్యాథ్స్లో సాధించే మార్కులే ఇంటర్ గ్రేడ్ని నిర్దేశిస్తాయి. మరి ఇలాంటి సబ్జెక్ట్ను ఎంత జాగ్రత్తగా ప్రిపేర్ అయితే అంత మంచిది. ఈ దృక్పథంతో ఆలోచించే వారి కోసమే కేబీ టెలివిజన్ అందిస్తోంది ఈ క్లాసెస్. మరి ఇంకేమాత్రం జాప్యం చేయకుండా క్లాసులోకి ఎంటర్ అయిపోదామా? డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, నిన్నటి ఎపిసోడ్లో మ్యాథ్స్ పేపర్ 2Bలో ఇండెఫినెట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ టాపిక్కు సంబంధించి కొన్ని విషయాలను తెలుసుకున్నాం కదా. మరి ఈరోజు ఎపిసోడ్లో డెఫినెట్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్కు సంబంధించి సినాప్సిస్ మరియు బేసిక్ ఫార్ములా గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. మరి ఈ టాపిక్ను మ్యాథ్స్ బోధనలో అపార అనుభవం గల చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు వివరిస్తారు.
The second chapter of the integration, which is namely definite integration, we are taking up. The definite integration is being asked for around 11 marks in IPA examinations. Those 11 marks, one compulsorily 7 marks question and 2 marks or 1 4 mark. So generally the pattern is the 11 marks. Definite integration basics we are going to see in this session. Only the basics of definite integration. Yes. First we will see what is the meaning of definite integration. In indefinite integration we were saying the primitive or antiderivative. If you recollect, when we are studying about indefinite integration, initially we spoke about primitive or antiderivative. What is it? F dash x is equal to fx. Fx is derivative of some function. Whose derivative is fx? Such function is called primitive. So fx becomes primitive of fx if this holds. What holds? F dash x is equal to fx holds. If it holds, it is called primitive. This part already we covered in indefinite integration. Now there is a thing called fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Yes. What does the fundamental theorem of integral calculus say? Let fx be the primitive or what was another name given to it? Antiderivative of a function fx. I am writing what? I am writing fundamental theorem of integral calculus statement. Let fx be a primitive or antiderivative of function fx. What does that mean? Mathematical language, integral fx dx is equal to capital Fx plus c. Then integral a to b. A is called lower limit, b is called upper limit. Already the symbol meaning you know, integral. This should be read as what? Integral a to b. Integral a to b fx dx is equal to f of b minus f of a. This is known as the result of integration in definite fundamental theorem of integral calculus. and based on this only the entire definite integral is done. Here one more point I want to make out. The result which we have obtained here was obtained earlier by a mathematician Riemann under giving it a arithmetical treatment that is beyond the scope of our syllabus. Even the proof of this theorem is also beyond the scope, but the result is very important and repeatedly used. What is this? Fundamental theorem of integral calculus. This concludes the first part of the basic formulae. The basic formulae, let us go on giving some Roman numbers. The first one is fundamental theorem of integral calculus. I repeat, fx is a primitive, then a to b fx dx is equal to f of b minus f of a. Hope you have understood what is the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Now, in the continuation, we will take up the second one. Rather, I will illustrate what is the application. Simple application or one example. Example, how we are applying the fundamental theorem of integral calculus. 2 to 3 x power 7 or x power 3 dx. This is the one. Don't worry about this basics 2 and 3. What are they? Don't worry. X power 4 by 4. That is the basic different integration. 2 to 3. So 3 power 4. You have to put the upper bound. Upper bound to be substituted in where? The integrated value. In the integrated value, we are substituting the upper bound. After substituting the upper bound, we have to substitute the lower bound. 2 power 4 by 4. 3 power 4 is how much? 81. 2 power 4 is how much? 16. 16 by 4. From 81, if you are subtracting 16, you are going to get 65. 65 by 4. This 65 by 4 is what? The value of 2 to 3 x cube dx. This is very simple example for application of integral calculus. This is one example. If you want second example, simple integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx. That is also one. Sin x integration you know or not? Yes, minus cos x. Evaluated between 0 to pi by 2. When upper bound is substituted, minus 0. Cos 90 is 0. When lower bound is substituted, in the formula 1 minus will come. Already 1 minus is existing. So it will become plus. Cos 0 is how much? 1. So the answer is 1. This is one more example. Like this, we can go on list any number of examples for application. So basically, what is the fundamental theorem of integral calculus? Integrate the function. Put the upper bound. Put the lower bound. Find the